Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we are just going to learn a very simple basic paint roller effect. If this is what you want to learn, keep watching. The tutorial is going to be absolutely beginner friendly. That is enough being said. Let's jump in and have some fun. So with the new scene in Blender, you want to go mesh cylinder RY90, and you want to press N to bring this property X and Y. You want to make it zero point 0.5 meters, and that's about what we want. You want to select this face and the other face and bevel them. Control B to bevel. R to roll your little mouse button to add some segments, and this is what we're just gonna go with, right? You want to go mesh again, cylinder RX90, RY90, sorry, and then scale it down like that and move it here. You can move it to the left side if you want, but I'm just gonna go with this. So you wanna go S to scale it in like that, G, X, and move it like that. Something like that should be fine. What you wanna do is insert this face and insert it one more time. And then in our top view, this is what we have, right? It's on the left hand side. You could, move it to the right if you want, but this is what I'm gonna go with. So you extrude it out like that, and what you might want to do at this point is use the spin tool, right? This spin tool would just shift right click here, and then that will bring your 3D cursor to that point. So Control Z to undo that. Shift right click here, and okay, this is great. This is kind of what we want, something like this. And then you want to extrude this face down like this. I might go G to grab it and bring it here. Just go scale on the y-axis by 0, so you have a very smooth and straight. Then you want to shift right click here again, and we might not get this one right because we want to spin this face again, and it's not the topology is crazy. That's not what we want. So what we want to do is go Control Z to undo that. Shift right click here to bring it here. It's not gonna work either. Not here. Somewhere around here. Not gonna work. You'd have to look for where to put this, right? In order for it to work, shift right click and bring it here. This is not gonna work. So somewhere around here should be fine, but you'd have to zoom in a bit for it to work. Let's say almost. We didn't get that. Somewhere around here should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, something like that should work. So I like this. I like this. So what you want to do is extrude this face right there, like that. And you might want to spin it one more time so it can, go down. Just, yeah, spin it like this. Something like this is okay. I want to go E to extrude down like that. You guys get the idea. We're just, basically modeling a paint roller and the handle. Just go G, grab it, put it here, scale on the Y if you want to, or just extrude. Either ways, we're gonna get the same result. So this is kind of what we have: paint roller and the roller handle. You can add some more details, but that's what I'm gonna go with. So select this part. You want to add in a few loop cuts here because we're gonna give this a displacement modifier anyway. So I just add some loop cut. Wanna come here, select this face, insert it. Insert it like about that much. You want to insert the other face as well. Insert it like that. Insert. You can just go Shift R to repeat that action. Actually, so that's what we have. So you want to subdivide one more time. Have some more geometry to work with. You could tap out if you want. At this point, as a matter of fact, let's just tap out. Go to your modifier. the form and give it a displace modifier. You want to come down to your texture and give it a cloud texture. You want to bring the enabler value up 2.07 or thereabout. Then the size you want a 0.05. You could do 0.005 actually, but let's just leave it that way. Reduce the strength, not into the negative, somewhere around point 1, point 2 should work. Point 2, something like this, or point 1. Yeah, point 1 is fine. So you want to right click and go shade smooth. You want to give this a subdivision surface modifier also. That would help. It's gonna take a little while because that's a lot of geometry. So you want to take this subdivision surface modifier and place it above the displacement modifier. You can increase the levels at the viewport and render if you want to, but that's what I'm gonna leave it with. Now, this is what we have, right? We're going to go to the animation part. So first thing before we animate, I think we need to select the paint roller itself and parent it to the handle. Control P, object keep transform. So anywhere you move the handle to, the paint roller itself would go. So let's go to mesh, add in a plane. I'm gonna go to top view and scale this plane really big because that's where we're going to be rolling the paint roller. Go to front view and then we need to move this plane down a bit, GZ, and move it down like that. Not too much. Let the paint roller still, be embedded in the plane. Something like that should be fine. And then we're going to animate this in a minute. Okay. So to animate this, let's select this paint roller. Go to our constraints, add constraint, and let's give it a transformation constraint. Click on this eyedropper, select the handle. Now we're going to turn on extrapolated and go to the location, mapping from a location to a rotation. So we're going to map location Y, max value. We're going to give it 1.75 and map it to rotation value of the X because we're going to be rotating on the X. Give it 360 degrees. This might not work because there are a lot of things I need to set here. So that's all for now. So let's G, Y. You see that it's not going to work actually. Yeah, there's something I miss. You can apply the rotation and it will still not work. I'm just looking at it. I did everything right, right? So why would it not work? Rotation is 1.75 and the rotation is 360 degrees. So why would it not work? That's the question. There's one thing I missed actually. So G, Y, it's not rotating, it's not working. So let's start again. Let's do this again. So bring up the properties, the press N by bringing up these properties tab, and let's make this Y. It is currently 0.510459. Let's just make it 0.5. That's my Y. Then you apply the scale. This is going to change it a little bit and apply all transforms. Now, what you want to do is move it, and it's still not working, right? Okay, don't worry, I know what to do. So we want to cancel this transformation and let's add it again. Transformation. First thing we want to do is we're going to take the location, max sample or max value of the Y, and make it 1.75 again, and we're going to map it to the rotation of the x value. We're going to make it 360. Okay, we forgot to make the x source y because we're going to be using the y location. So click on the eyedropper, select this, and then select the handle now and go G, Y. You can see that it's rotating, it's working, but it's rotating in the wrong direction. There's a few things we need to set here. First of all, we need to turn on extrapolate, and then we need to go into the negatives, minus 360, and then when you move it now, it should work perfectly, which is what we want, right? Good. I think I'm satisfied with this animation already. So what we want to do next is we want to give material to the floor. I want to make it green, green material, the floor. Make it dark green. So let's go Z and material preview and let's see what we have. This is kind of what we have. Now we're going to make the paint roller, give it the same material. And then the handle, we're going to give it dark material, shiny dark. Gonna leave it like that. So we're going to go to top view and we're going to animate this. I'm going to do a little animation. We're going to give it location and rotation keyframe. G. As a matter of fact, let's move 40 frames. Go G, Y. Move it up. I to rotate it like that. I to insert location and rotation keyframe. Move frame 40. Move to frame 80 and move it again. We're going to move it like that and rotate it like that. Insert location and rotation. Move it like that. You guys get the idea here. We're just trying to, move every 40 frames and try to change the location and the rotation so as to get an animation at the end of the day. Something like that. Something like that. Move it down and give it a location and rotation. Want to go GY like that. Rotate it. I to insert location and rotation. Something like that. So I want to go to the front view. Go to our camera. Shift A. Add in a camera because we don't even have one yet. Want to go to view. Align view. Align active camera to view. And then this is what we have. Want to go G and little mouse button and then zoom in like that. Something like that. Bring it down. And then we want to go to the constraint, add constraint to the camera, give it track 2 and click on the eyedropper. Select the roller object so that the camera can follow. But currently the camera is not following the way I want, so I might just change it to the top view so the camera can actually capture everything. So let's go back to frame 1 and cancel the and let's just align the camera from here. I think we'll get a better view from up here. Scale the plane way bigger and let's place the camera here. Something like this should work. Want to go to select the camera, go to view, align active camera to view, and this is what we have. let's zoom in like that, and then let's give it the constraint again, track 2. Select the eyedropper and click on the roller object, and the camera should follow along. Now play the animation. Let's see what we have. Okay, something like this, something like that. This is very satisfying. This is super satisfying. So that has been it, guys. I wanted to show you how to do this animation, and I just did. If you keep watching the channel, there will be a day. Let's give this sun texture. Yeah, there'll be a day out add dynamic paints to the roller effect, so you can see paints actually being, painted on the wall. And it's gonna be super super satisfying. So that has been the tutorial, guys. Thank you for watching, and